The one they played in the tournament was more of a kind of, they split more, didn't they? And they ran with the Beastmaster and stuff like that. Is that something you think they can go back to? Or do you, I mean, I fear the Wings will see that coming a mile away and just stamp on it.
I think they will. I think the series against EG, one of them was an outdraft, and then the last series, it's so hard to say just because Sumail had such an awful early game in that mid matchup against we outplayed the crap out of him. So it's hard to say how that game goes if Sumail has a better time.
Yeah.
Okay, 30 seconds. Cap, final thoughts?
I do kind of agree with Ted that I think you maybe need to take a different approach if you're Digital Chaos. You've already showed you've got varied strategies. Try and adapt something different. I think Wings can deal with split push, but hey, you might as well put him to the test.
Okay, Ted?
Yeah, I agree with Cap. That's what I was thinking in the first place, and he put it perfectly.
Nicely done. Good stuff. Let's head back to the main arena for draft number 4.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back inside Key Arena. We're getting ready to hop into the grand final games here. It's game number 4 of Digital Chaos versus Wings Gaming. Back with Winter, Black, and Draskell. Gentlemen, let's do this thing. Wings Gaming opened up with their first pick, Elder Titan. And if you haven't noticed, we've had some adjustments in the bans, Winter.
Well, they choose to ban the Void this time, but giving away the Elder Titan, not so sure. Like, we talked about this before. They are amazing with the hero.
First game, Wings banned themselves even though they had first pick. And now they didn't.
It's a little bit weird, but I mean, Ice, I mean, in my opinion, he probably played the best Elder Titan here so far. So
definitely, easily.
If you're a Wings fan, you got to be happy to see them pick that up. And the trend continues of banning the Beastmaster very early on. He's trying to limit Moose hero pool a little bit. Feels like he's only been able to play a couple of heroes so far.
I think they really want to force him to like play that Timber.
Yeah.
They always want to like force the Timber pick down their throats. And we'll see what DC will pick up here.
I mean, they've been really flexible with the Naga. Why can't they be flexible with Timber? Pick Timber, make the enemy think that they're gonna do it on move on off lane, and then put it on V.
So I don't know whether he practices or not, but like at Manila, they tried to do that once, and he couldn't play the hero like pretty much at all. And I don't know if he practiced since then, but that would definitely be a good curveball for the team.
They do have the Mirana for him though this time. Yeah. Again.
Once again, yeah. No Shadow Demon to couple it up with though.
Yeah, but maybe they're thinking about snagging the Oracle right away, because Oracle has been so effective against the Mirana when Wings picked it up.
Reserve time. Also got to remember, they do have flexibility. I just get that irky feeling that maybe this time, though it is their elimination match, DC could pull out some options.
They go back to the Timber
They go back for the
forcing it in there again. They're probably just gonna respond with an Oracle again. Although Oracle Titan, they can work together, not the worst.
It's okay. I mean, Stomp and Purifying Flames, Fortune's End combo is still a pretty good amount of damage.
But I guess you might not want to open up with 2 supports right away. Then it limits a lot of stuff that you want to adjust later.
Yeah, you don't.
But if they already have a good idea of what the Timbersaw is going to do, what's wrong with opening double support?
It just limits you. Like, what if you wanted to pick something else later? Like,
yeah.
It is not Wings style. Wings always want to be open until the very end. Their heroes, and they're probably gonna pick up a core next, whatever that might be for Wings.
solid staple core, maybe a solid off-lane grab. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon.
I mean, Wings is up 2-1, right? They might do something crazy again. We never know with Wings. I just hope there's no patch.
I mean, DC have actually played against Wings probably more than any other team in this tournament. They've been grinding against each other, boot camping, and finding each other in various tournaments, so I'm sure they've had a lot of experience developing their own meta within itself, so.
I think, like, no other team played as much against Wings as DC did, right? At Manila, they also played 2 best-of-3s against each other.
Radiant team banned.
And they should have a good idea what they want to do. Or, like, if you can even have a good idea of what they want to do.
Yeah. The Bat Rider, though, comes out.
For the Bat Rider, yeah.
First
That's a good time.
Today, I almost feel like.
I mean, it's still a flexible pick for Wings. They play it on their mid player and their off lane player. Like, this is the thing when Wings open their draft. Like, you have no idea who's going to play what and the hero is going to what lane.
5 seconds
It's
remaining.
very difficult to draft against them.
Yeah. The other nice part is too, now if Wings want to, they can just take out the Oracle themselves during the second phase and even ban Nyx if they feel like Digital Chaos have the opportunity to pick it up.
And Bat Rider obviously like a natural gem carrier, very good against Mirana. And against Timbersaw and Mirana very good too, because you can push them out of the leap and out of the Timber chain with the Flame Break.
It's not that reliable. Like,
it's not very reliable, but it's like something flashy you can do, I guess. That's definitely something Wings players are capable of.
I mean, Ice Ice got a freaking Echo Stomp on a charging Spirit Breaker. Wouldn't put it past him to be able to Flame Break a Timber Chain.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, banning out the Juggernaut.
Reserve time.
Wings banned out Oracle themselves.
Yeah, because they have the bat.
They bet.
So you want to be able to limit the options that the enemy has to dealing with the Dazzle. I mean, there's still the bench, there's still the Dazzle, but they aren't as good as the Oracle.
Do you take it another step further and just also next day something like the bench? Or do you think just getting rid of the Oracle is more than enough for you?
I think Oracle's more than enough. Like, the only team that prioritizes bench a lot is TNC. I don't see any other team prioritize picking bench as a Bat Rider counter as much. And DC are on the Radiant side, so they can't really use the Roche power that bench provides you as well.
I'm trying to think of what Wings coupled up with Elder Titan the last time they played this.
10
Because
seconds
they
remaining.
picked Elder Titan first a couple of times. And they had like 1 or 2 support heroes they really like to couple it up with, but I can't really remember. Well,
Reserve
Bad
time.
Rider, Elder Titan offlane usually. They like to apply a lot of pressure.
Skyrock, possible.
Skyrock is pretty good with natural disorder, but they don't have a setup yet really. Only like Bad Rider.
Yeah, Bat Rider's their only setup right now. They might have to go for a support that has disabled setup.
What about like Disruptor then? It's pretty good to be able to lock down the
pretty-
pull back the
pretty
Mirana.
Disruptor is really good against the 2 cores they have right now. And
10
definitely a
seconds
possibility.
remaining.
Elder Titan Disruptor sets up for really huge combos as well. It's really good with Bad Rider.
5 seconds remaining.
Wouldn't put it past them.
But we got to go to DC side first here, gentlemen. So we have to see. Maybe it's time to pick up a trusty support. If they want to keep it defensive, the Dazzle is still there and available. If they want to have the scare tactic of a Huskar, let's say, then it was not acknowledged at all in the second phase.
I think Wings is so far the only team that picked up Huskar without it, like the saving ability.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I wouldn't put it past Wings to just like pick it up last pick again. Vengeful Spirit. Very good against Bad Rider. Obviously, we spoke about banning it, but they didn't ban it. And of course, it's like a very natural pickup. Pretty good with Timberstone. Mirana too. It can be okay at roaming.
I mean, there is also the possibility they decided to just make it a core again. I mean, it's not like as powerful, I think, in this kind of setup, but it is always a possibility. So now Wings have to... I think it's more, actually, DC want to do the aggro lane, more than it is about just wanting to pick Venge to be a core.
Reserve time.
Don't you think it's just more of the Bat Rider counter? Like, it's actually just a support here right now for...
Yeah, I mean, it obviously could be, but I think it's one of those picks where DC take it because it might make Wings think that there's a possibility for something else that could possibly switch.
Yeah, but that game, the reason why they switched was because they were totally changing the pace of the game. They had a Naga on their team, so enemy thought that they're gonna play a slow-paced game, and right now they have a bench core and they have an Exalt Invoker, so they could play a lot faster.
Yeah, there was like a last pick response to an anti-mage, who's like really slow.
Yeah.
I don't think it will happen this game, but it definitely could happen. Oh no, well, not anymore. Slark, Venge, very, very good against Bad Rider. Bad Rider's gonna have a really hard lane unless they have support there. But we have seen Wings do a lot of aggressive dual lanes. They work out really nicely. And we'll see how it works out in this game.
Yeah, you want to be able to pressure Slug. Slug is extremely weak for the first few levels.
10
Not very good
seconds
stats,
remaining.
low armor, not much damage. Bench as well doesn't provide too much in the early game. So Bat Rider plus Elder Titan might be able to put a lot of pressure on the Slug.
Wings have played AM, right?
They do play AM, yes. Like occasionally, only if it's like a hard counter. Like when OG picked Storm, for example, they would just pick AM. But like Wings also picked Coddle, which we didn't mention yet.
I mean, they also pick they also play Naga Core.
Yeah.
That was also one of the heroes that Shadow plays, and right now they have a lot of D-push. Coddle and Elder Titan, I would say, are two of the best supports to pair with Naga Siren, because you keep the lanes always constantly push out. You have the recall, the chakra, extremely good tools for the Naga.
I mean, Coddle is just amazing here, right? It counters
I mean,
Timberstone and Mirana.
the best hero, for sure.
I mean, surely...
I just want to mention that if Wings win this game, he will be forever engraved in the 5-man
Oh,
play.
yeah, there we go, there
Two
we
of the
go.
best heroes ever.
Oh, yeah.
Picked by Wings.
But it's so good, you know, you mana leak a Timber, so you know what happens? He's like... Timber chains away, and you just mana void him, and the whole team just goes boom.
I also think he is naturally a good matchup against Slark, because they both kind of do the same thing, except Anti-Mage does it better.
And
And then in
faster.
fights, in the fights, the Slark, if he's ever out of mana, second thing is Timber Saw,
remaining.
you just get destroyed by Mana Void.
Yeah, and Slark wants to build like a Skadi, and if you ever fight an anti-mage with Skadi, you're below health mana, you just like get exploded.
But could you pressure lane with Elder Titan, Koto, and Bat and leave AM alone against Timber? Do you do well? How well do you do against
No, it's very, very bad. Like, even if you dual lane as AM against the Timber, if he gets level 3, he will just, like, dual, triple triple wave view because he just right clicks you all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he has no mana from the mana.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. You just tank it up.
Mama Moose here does not want to see her son go home. Not
10
yet.
seconds
Ban the
remaining.
Storm Spirit.
Good catch for the Kotal.
5 seconds remaining.
Like DC actually banned the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, DC ban.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good against
Reserve
both
time.
Mirana and Timber, so, and I guess if you're really far ahead, really good against Slark too.
I think it's actually just because they keep the lanes pushed out so well with their other heroes that I think Storm would have a lot of space to be able to find picks.
Yeah, basically with the AM,
5
they
seconds
want to be
remaining.
able to have 2 cores that make space. So AM could actually farm the whole map.
They like DC needs a last pick with Disable for sure. They
What
have
about
nothing
Nyx?
against it.
Nyx Assassin's pretty good against Coddle and
Yeah,
Mat Rider.
that's good.
As support is really greedy though, but if they survive the laning stage, it will definitely be very good.
Last
Oh,
pick
Wings go for the
for
axe. It's
Wings.
also solo mid bad, right?
This is
actually.
aggro lane for sure.
And solo mid bad, right?
Solo mid
Yeah.
bad and aggro X possibly for them.
Oh
Duel
boy.
lanes.
I just hope they secure the AM farm because he can really take over this game.
You need only one support on the lane, and you can dedicate the Elder Titan with the axe to pressure
10
the Slark.
seconds
Slark's gonna have
remaining.
a lot of trouble against axe in the lane.
I actually feel-
Couple AM is really good against Timber. Like really good.
I
He's
mean,
out of mana level 1.
If they pick the Nyx here, the Nyx is great versus their heroes, but
Very
they might
greedy.
they might struggle too much in the laning phase. But it's a great hero here.
Yeah, like we'll see which route they go. Like the safer route,
10
or like
seconds
a
remaining.
more laneish support, or the Nyx assassin we spoke about.
Could be DC's last pick of the tournament.
Night
And it's going to
Stalker.
be a Night Stalker.
Oh, double vision counter against the bat, the Kotal.
Totally shutting down all the vision advantage right there. We'll have to see if it's going to be good enough for DC to stay alive, or if Wings Gaming just need one more win to be your TI6 champions. Let's head it over to the casters right now. It's Toby, Juan, and Merlini.
Never before in the history of Dota have we had a prize pool of this magnitude, 20,700,000 plus extra change. One of these teams gets to take home the lion's share of that. Wings are so close. One victory will do it. Digital Chaos, can they pull it back? We have a different draft, a different game. Do they have what it takes?
I like that Digital Chaos have their signature heroes, but the panel really likes the Keeper and the Anti-Mage. Haven't seen too much Anti-Mage from Wings. Seems to be pretty decent here.
And I really like the Axe pick.
10 seconds remaining.
That's how's that actually going to work with the laning phase as well? We were looking to see like if Digital Chaos can get off to a good start in this game. The talk about the mid lane is Weeha going to have success. Does this draft give you that opening for DC?
I think so. They just need the lanes to go decently. They need Timbersaw to get some sort of level so he can get up those levels of reactive. They need Axe to not pressure the Slark. The Slark is very vulnerable in this lineup. It's actually going to be a re-Slark and a Resolution Mirana.
They're switching it around. Resolution going back to its roots as the Mirana. The war is about to begin inside the game, but there's a war right behind us as the DC fans battle up against the Wings fans. It's a problem when you have English casters right next to Chinese casters, but this type of grand final, the fans will clash.
So let's see what lanes DC are trying to get right now. And they just placed an Observer Ward on the bottom. Will be scouted out by Wings' own Observer Ward. Looks like they're gonna do safe lane move, off lane resolution, and
The off-lane Mirana. Are they going to really leave it at that? Like,
it's usually Mirana +1, but she's not gonna get anything. And you can't leap out because of mana leak. And Wings, let's see how they're gonna deal with this lane. Now they see Moo going to the bottom lane. They can put, I guess,
I know you got a lot of confidence, man, but yeah, he at least forces out the early storm from Ice.
So now they know that Timber's solo on bottom, and then let's see how they do the lanes. It'll be Shadow plus Keeper, the matchup that they want to make this Timbersaw very underfarmed. Top lane will be the Vengeful Spirit and the Mirana, paired versus Blink.
Yeah, this Axe on Slark mid lane, so Weeha.
Ooh.
See how much you enjoy this when you get that early spin up on Axe and Stout Shield.
That is such a tough matchup for Wee. And we should know, he loves that Axe. Remember him back on Falcon Bears. He played that hero all the time.
And you're giving us a history lesson, Melini. Welcome to the also. Moo hates it. Moon hates it just as much. It's the Mana Leak level 1 from Innocence.
Oh my god, look at Wee's HP.
I don't know how you fight against this. All you could do is try and taunt the Axe away from your lane, drag the creep way back, and just stay on top of CS. At least you can have a good time once he hits level 6. In the meantime, DC need good rotation. So Ice, They already sentry word to unblock the camp.
We can already see a Manly coming out on Moo, and he's going to get his levels down here because it's in a safe lane, but they are actually able to use the pull already, denying almost a full wave from the Timbersaw top lane.
Ice Ice being cancelled. That's 4 sticky napalm charges on the Vengeful Spirits. She can't get away from this. There's no extra help. Zux is going to drop right now. Blink burns him, but Misery looking for some revenge. Ice Ice dropping low. Misery void in 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He just slow him down, stopping the turn rate to Blink. Continuously going with the sticky napalm charges. While on bottom lane, Moo is trying to 1v2. He's still got Mango available, so if he wants to try and turn and fight this one, the potential is there. While Ice Ice, the arrow connects on top. Resolution combining with Misery. They find the stun, they find the damage, and they find the return kill. But Weehar is having a nightmare in the mid lane up against Faith Beyond.
And he's a long way away from this bottle. I wonder if he's going to bring up more regen. Might need it versus Axe.
Well, they do what they did before. Bring Misery into the mid lane, try and help zone out this Axe. Weehar's doing some early damage. The call's already gone off.
But it's a melee hero.
Rotate for the Void. Yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah, all but Venom early on.
No, you don't want him to spin on you. Night Stalker has a lot of regen, a lot of armor, but not going to help too much versus the counter Helix. Innocence trying to deal with Moo. Moo still has a lot of HP. Not quite level 3, but Shadow top of the CS charts right now with a healthy 12.
Definitely gonna be happy with that. Black said if you can get image farm, Weehar trouble in mid lane. Dropping low, he's got Dark Pact available. He's burning out at the moment. Into the tree line, Faith. That's gonna caught him by the creep wave. The attack from the tower. It may not be enough damage, it won't be. He'll get away. The TP's on the way from Resolution. He'll have to go for a blind arrow. Leaps over. Faith turns around. Sora coming from a mile away. Meanwhile, Timbersaw. He actually got a kill on the Keeper of the Light on the bottom lane with the help of Misery.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that it's not the Iron Talon for Misery. They really need him to fulfill that ogre-ish role.
Just to roam around.
Yeah.
How do you build it from there? Like, are you looking for phase boost? You look to use your spells as the damage with arcanes?
As
Night Stalker?
I think you want to play him as a vision counter. The draft panel mentioned it. You want to limit the Bat Rider initiation abilities. You want to keep the Keeper of Light running Axe. You don't want him to be able to see anything, especially that flying vision. So eventually they might need an Iron Talon on him, also because it's really good with the gem. But they need to secure the lanes first. And I think Timbersaw had like 2 CS not that long ago. Now he's up to 6, but nothing compared to Shadows. You don't want this AM to be free farming like this.
Well, Moo's going to rely on basic attacks to get the kills. Can't use Whirling Death. Already burned the Mango. And Shadow keeps burning him dry. Even with only 1 point up in the mana break, it was still enough to drag him down in combination with the mana leak.
And they moved Resolution to the mid lane. The Slark versus Axe matchup was just a disaster to begin with, and they have to get Wii some farm.
Yeah, this seems to be a lot better having Weehar up against the Bat Rider. It's kind of what you wanted to have, but now Ice Ice actually takes up the lane because Blink's gone jungle. This actually isn't a bad time for Wings because this is when they wanted to send the Bat Rider into the jungle.
A little bit unlucky with the golem spawns. I wonder what building's going to go for this game. Typically versus the event we see crumbs.
Who's in a lot of trouble. Mana Leak gives you an instant stun. Shadow can keep attacking him. There's no Mana Void available to kill off Moo, so no advantage for that on Shadow. But it does keep Moo out of the lane. Like, you know, it's a sad day when also like Moo has to go for the early Sage's Mask on the Timber. Just have some level of regen.
So now Night Stalker can start doing his thing. It's nighttime. The Observer Ward in mid just fell, and Misery's just looking for any easy junglers. Luckily for Wings, Blink's already back in base. Misery will not find an easy kill. Also just scouting for stacks. Timbersaw can take that very easily once he hits level 6.
Blink will show himself in top lane a bit, but it's the mid lane where Misery is running in. The arrow well off target from Resolution. Too early, didn't use the Void, so the call will arrive from Faith, giving him a lot of armor. And Misery, the spins are hurting! The Kali Blade comes down onto the head of the Night Stalker.
Looks like they have a solution to the Misery roam in the mid lane, at least with a melee hero. No chance of killing that Axe. Soxa perhaps trying to get a kill. He does have the infused raindrop though, very difficult to burst down.
Just seemed a little overconfident to think he can go with 2 melees to kill off that mid-axe after the amount of farm that he's got.
Yeah. You'd have to leave in, but I don't think you want to leave in versus that.
Yeah.
And he's over leveled right now, level 7 on that axe.
Oh. Sox is moving over. Ice in a vulnerable position. Can get actually sandwiched 3 ways, but he'll take the 4th way. Okay, the arrow flies just out of range of the regeneration rune, which Resolution will take. Ice killed by the Starfall. Resolution wasting no mana with that, had regen rune going the whole time. So DC finally catch a break, killing off the roaming ET, but they still have that problem. SBR's going to get really big on this axe.
And Anti-Mage, they're keeping the supports busy, which is really important for them. Night Stalker, not enough levels of Crippling Spear, but he will try and pick up some as he go for Blink.
Top lane.
Firefly just used.
Yep, and they know it. They're waiting for it to wear off. They also know that Weehaw can shadow dance himself into this fight. Now the smoke's going to break Blink. He's still got another 2 seconds left on that Firefly. He'll hit the ground now, but he gets back in range of his tier 1 tower.
So much wasted time for DC. That's the better part of nighttime already down.
Moo's going to get stunned up. He's yeah, it's a level 1 mana void.
And against raindrops. But Faith is in from behind. They have a Soul Ring in case they want Soul Ring TP out.
They revealed themselves. They came in too close to the creep wave. So the surprise is blowing. Misery is chasing down Blink up in the dire jungle. Just trying to keep him out of the lane. He's still got that extra nighttime move to speed for the moment. It's only 1 hour left of nighttime. Oh, sorry, 3 hours left of Dota 2 nighttime. Depending on how you want to clock it.
What's the conversion here, Toby?
In that case, they have 40 seconds-ish. And then it's over. And that's when Wings is prepping for mid lane. Fate's already started up with a call. Innocence moves over. Mana Leak, that's a level 2 Mana Leak as well on Innocence. Resolution will just hold his ground.
Now they're finally getting some farm on Wii and Resolution both, so that's decent. However, Misery's reign is going to end as nighttime comes to a halt.
That's a really nice Observer Ward. That might let Resolution have enough information that he can just throw this up, connect perfectly on the Blink, and Weehaw, the damage output's there, even though he's under the Firefly. He'll walk out of range of Dire Vision, and he'll regen up pretty quickly. So good kill for Digital Chaos.
Night Elves with the tail end of nighttime. Blink not really being too careful, but he is building a drums for him, so no loss in gold as he purchases the remainder of his bracer.
It's the rotations which came after that from Wing. Like, Shadow is still having a fantastic time as the Anti-Mage on bottom lane, almost at the same net worth as Resolution is at the moment. But it's the fact that Moo could farm underneath the bottom tier 1 tower.
Yeah, they need to get the Blink up on Axe, and then they can start involving the Bad Rider.
Rotate the Anti-Mage to the top lane. That's miss mile. And Wave of Terror gets away.
It looks like they're smoked up. They do have vision of the Bat Rider. They probably won't expect this. Wii is really low, but without the Blink Dagger on the Axe, this is going to be extremely tough. Actually, he has no power.
Yeah, he's got Shadow Dance, however, but the stun, the magic missile from Soxgo will be able to help out enough. Slark, Pound still on cooldown for 4 more seconds, but Moonlight Shadow from Resolution will allow DC to make a break to the tree line. Weehaw. Yeah, it looked like he was thinking of turning around and going for another opening. Shadow is fairly low, but his bottom lane, Innocence, silence dump, the Moo whirling, deads him down. Faith looking for a revenge, but his top lane where they're about to initiate onto Shadow with the Dark Pack, the magic missile. The stomp will force them to split, but back on bottom lane. Faith moving back to his own tier 1 tower. Moo body blocking it up. The silence is there. Whirling death, other 2 shark from Timber Chain. No! Moo goes too far to the side. The Anti-Mage got a revenge kill in the top lane in the meantime. He'll lose his life to the Slark. One charges galore going off to make this work, but it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade. Call for support.
He had to blink in to finish off the Vengeful Spirit, and that left him vulnerable to the Slark and his pounce. Whew, Moo almost getting a kill right there.
I think they want to go again. This would be so much easier for Moo if it was nighttime because their Misery's voids would be so much more effective. Same with the Crippling Fear. Instead, Moo having to do a lot of the work himself and missing one of those abilities cost them an easy kill.
And another kill rune going Resolution's way. Much more farm than we was in the last game.
This is around the same time as Moo normally likes to creep, skip it out. But that's why Resolution with an Invis room smokes him behind the tower. So it won't be that obvious to Wings if Moo does get him behind the tower. He's got 4 points up in reactive armor, so he's very happy sitting back here. 36 HP a second coming back into him.
They're expecting the Keeper to be here, but he is nowhere to be found. They really need the Blink Dagger on Axe. Still working on it, 200 gold away. And just, they need so much time in the jungle because of the Bat Rider and the Axe.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Slark getting close to his mobility item. Let's see. Blink and Shadowblade both pretty good this game. I like Shadowblade a little bit more so he can scout out the Keeper Light, but maybe he doesn't need it because he has Night Stalker to give him vision.
Might also be a little bit scared once Blink picks up 1, the Blink, and 2, the Gem. With the Flying Vision, Shadowblade may not be the greatest item for him.
Ooh.
Moves away.
Wings probably expecting that they have that Obzord. I was just pointing it out right there. How did he see me?
A little too deep.
Just taking it easy until nighttime. They can even Park Darkness right now if they want to. So
it's kind of funny, like you're taking it easy on DC, but there's still, like, they repaired all the damage that Wings did early on. It was a 2k deficit in golden experience, and now that's changed around.
Is that enough though?
Fade the Blink, gets a call on Resolution. Coming plays the Marvel with the last 2, Resolution will die here. No way survival, no! Leaves! Can he TP out? No, he's up to the tree line, they can see him. He will take a fall, he had a little bit more time to buy an item. But that Culling Blade, fraction of a second too early thanks to the stick charges. Or too late.
Those creeps helping out. Mirana there not getting sent, but she did buy her blade, so halfway to her axe. Not a big deal, and that was a Blink reveal for Faith.
Well, bottom lane, Ice. They were looking for a small opening. Suxo as well as Moo together, but they couldn't find one on Ice. He was back far enough behind the tower.
Oh wow, we already have the Shadow Blade. That's very good timing considering how Paul early game was. Misery.
Yeah, they found him out. They push him back. And Misery will burn, or will he? He's targeting the other side of the tree line, but maybe with Bat Rider. Caught out, ET Split is coming in. DC needs to split. Arrow is not available for the moment. Sharkram doesn't actually reach up to Wings, but Weehar is in. He's looking for the Bat Rider. The perfect leash. Bat Rider comes down to the ground. The Firefly will wear off. And so will all of his live phase. This is too deep himself. The Sharkram flies out. And now it's just fight after fight. Maybe going the way here for DC. Moo goes in deep. Reactive armor charges don't exist for him. And his mana pool is also quite low.
Yeah, they have to be careful for the AM rotation of Moo. He's actually really low on mana. He's 700 deficit right now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, but some good pickoffs from DC. Originally, like, thought, well, Misery goes down, there's gonna be no trade-off, but DC brought everybody so quickly for that tier 1.
Wings also, they didn't have a reliable way to keep people asleep during an Echo Stomp. The Firefly woke them up. One really nice play that I liked from Wings yesterday is they turned off Split Shot during the Echo Stomp so that no one woke up. Winter mentioned that to me yesterday, but this time can't stop the Firefly.
Resolution trying to play for some kind of execution on the mid lane. This right underneath an Observer Ward, and then Coddle does his thing. A Coddle who bypasses his ultimate in order to get 3 points up in mana leak. But it does such a good job against both Mirana and Timber. Even Night Stalker. Very low mana pool. Always like to have high movement speed. Weehar staring down the Anti-Mage. He moves out.
Really wants this creep. One level of Crippling Fear should be more than enough to kill him. He's so close to his battle, yeah. Oh, now they see Soxa. They know something's up. And Soxa wanted to place him in the Observer Ward right there, but maybe a little bit too obvious with that movement.
Looks like he's rotating. Nope, he's actually just going to pick up the rune and head back to mid lane, so DC.
We looking for a weak support like Keeper Light. He is scouted out.
Yeah, where is that target? It's that he finds, well, not the targets he wants. He found ET. Cole calls him back out over the Chakra, flies forward. ET got enough damage to kill him until the Timber Chamber move connect. ET Splitter well off the mark. And they look for more. The Courier into the tree lines. Blink kept out by Resolution as he's finally rotated up from the mid, but Wings fighting back behind the T1 tower. Another 15 seconds till he's up. That arrow flies. 5 seconds on the axe. Pounces over the trees and in comes Boom! They have the damage. Wings over the road. Tier 1 tower will be slaughtered. Shadow with the Blink available. They need more stuns and the damage. Shadow blinked up and the iron is killing him off. Shadow will die here. Nothing will stop this. Even the flame breaks can't find the space. Huge fight for DC.
We is dissecting them with the Shadow Blade. They cannot feel safe anywhere. Keeper Light just like to stand there, defend towers, but when you wrap around behind like that with no vision, it is impossible to defend that. And this is when you still have the super fragile game. He was so close to his Battle Fury. Arrow connects on Fate Beyond. That's the word go for Timbersaw.
And not only will this set the Anti-Mage back with his Battle Fury, it also makes his jungle a little bit risky to be in. They've already been committing mass amounts of observers and sentries, Wings, to protect their jungle, but It's just not the dream for him, and now Wee's going to find another target down to Eyesight. He's still got no location at all there. He's a little bit more. Dark Pact into the Shadow Dance. Eyesight puts the Spirit down, but now Misery comes over and also move! From left field, he arrives! The bigger they are, the harder they chop. As Blink, making a break for his Tier 2 tower, supports the neighborhood in the form of Innocence. But yet again, another kill going the way of DC. They now hold 3 out of the top 4 net worths in the field.
The Axe's momentum has slowed down significantly too after dying so many times. Timbersaw, one of the dream heroes that you want to fight against, especially before the blade mail from him. And it just always feels like Wings need one more item first, the Battle Fury and the Anti-Mage. Now they need like a blink on the Bat Rider and then the blade mail on the Axe. And this is just not the way that they typically fight. Usually they're the aggressors, pressuring DC as they try and get their key items. But that is almost the Scepter on Mirana.
Yeah, the Scepter on Mirana coming. The Bloodstone finishes over on Moo. Key item now arriving for Wings, but they would have liked that during the last fight. The Bat Rider with a Blink Dagger. Also, not a great thing, the fact that Blink was not even involved in that engagement on the Tier 1 tower. Because of the late timing of Resolution rotating up, he kept the Bat Rider out.
They also don't really want to fight during nighttime, but with Darkness, you only have like 3 minutes out of 8 that you can really take a fight. Until Anti-Mage is ready, but that's still quite some time.
Wings doing what they always do. You pick up a Blink Dagger, you smoke and gank. The Slug's already back behind the tower. Axe does have the blink if he blinks into the trees.
And just also sitting right behind Wee, just in case there's a swap.
That'll be an easy save. That actually would cause a couple of problems if Axe wants to chase it down further, but it's Resolution.
They're
on the end of that double damage and Resolution's got to get the hell out of here right now. If he needs, however, the Blink Blaster already catches him. The ET Splitter, Resolution needs more life. 15 one charges, he can't get them off in time.
Wow, what an excellent use by Scan.
Trouble, he got mana leak, the Moo trying to send his ground. Now the swap, well, Blinding Light will push him back. Moo almost out of mana. You still have swap up for the Vengeful Spirit, pulling the Axe back in close range to the tower as Misery runs in, but the Storm from ET will just fine, but in comes Weeha. Where's the damage? Too much on him, face misses the call, but Weeha distance himself away to safety. The Dire Sentry was down from Wings, so they knew exactly what they're fighting up against, but DC hold their Tier 1 tower. They love doing this, mass committal to ensure not a single building drops.
Work, but maybe too much committal on the mid lane. They use a scan behind the tower to see if it was a trap going on Wii. And then it scanned red, they read it perfectly. Okay, there's probably no one behind Mirana. And DC probably should have called for him to get closer to that T1 because he was the only vulnerable hero in Wings. Taking another smoke. Still Darkness up though. Only for about a few more seconds.
They don't have mana for Lasso. That Rider is very dry coming into this fight. Still 10 seconds till the Lasso comes off cooldown. If they can get him that bottom rune like
Resolution, he just TP'd down bottom. Faith is going to find him, it looks like.
Yeah, they really want him. He's hiding in the trees. They may know the smoke will break. And your blank call. This time DC, one of as many TPs available. Resolution tries to leap against Culling Blade at mid-flight. The TP did complete, so Moo is back behind the tower. This is not a great position for him. That Mana Leak lasts forever, allowing Faith to blink and call again. Moo, highest reactive armor charge are kicking up, but his ult is coming too late. So he has to commit suicide as the Tier 1 tower.
Wow, so much for Resolution getting his axe at a timely clip. 2 consecutive deaths with a swift movement from Wings. That's just not what you expect. It's like, oh, it's nighttime darkness. They're not going to smoke. They're not going to fight into us. And now they will lose control of their jungle, and Shadow is free up the farm up some more.
Yeah, this actually opens up the Radiant jungle if he wants to go into that. He also has a couple of Ancient stacks prepared. But love his blast before he does it, and that's what's coming on the courier.
They need to do Roche, I think, before Night Stalker gets his axe. He's only 1,100 gold away, but
it's a really nice stack for Shadow. And with this movement now, it's the Black Dragon. It actually moves out far enough. Faith
they're smoking.
This move.
They pinged out. They want to go over there.
Well, the Observer Ward, it doesn't fully see this. It just knows that they're there. The line being drawn out by Misery is one to go straight down mid lane. So unless they want to flank around, this isn't really going to work for them. And the Axe, now Slark runs in. There is a Sentry Ward. The attack comes with the Axe and the call. Maybe with the Lasso, Moo gets control, but Mickey had already down. Weeha able to jump away of the Splitter, not finding a kill. Not to mention, Blink very, very low on life. He might try and go in again as Misery. They move forward to Ice, comes to Belville. Mana Leak with the Blinding Light. Force things back DC a little bit. Elder Titan can't get the stomp off. Moo is there for the double kill. The arrows fly forward as well. Who's it going to connect on? Nobody. Innocence and Shadow. Back to their tier 3 tower.
They lose that op board around it. At least they didn't lose their gem. That rider was so close to dying.
He doesn't have Shadow Dance, but he has an Echo Saber and 5 Steel Essence Shifted. So he'll love a target. The best one he's got is the Anti-Mage on the tier 2. But with Innocence, he could have walked down the stairs to die.
Yeah, he can't solo kill anything. Maybe like a really nice swamp or an arrow can connect onto him.
Anti-Mage reads it perfectly anyway. Shadow blinks into the tree line and then TP's home. Getting close to finishing up his Yasha. With Mana Stars and their Magic Missile is going to be a lot more difficult to connect on. Also breaks free of the silence of the Night Stalker and potentially dodge arrow.
Anti-Mage getting pretty close to fighting shape as he works on his Yasha. Really need that Manta so he doesn't die to the Night Stalker, crippling fear.
Night Stalker going to be able to fight. Axe going to miss out the call. And now he comes through. He's looking for Innocence in the back line. There's on from Eyesight to slow down this fight. Not the greatest thing when you want Misery running. And Innocence dying and the tree lines move, finding yet another kill. Ever since he got that Bloodstone, he's triggered his suicide back up to 11 charges. I'm not quite certain what Resolution's waiting for. He's just sitting in the middle lane. The Green Wave will ride the call from Fate the Axe. Oh, Batrider gets hit by the arrow. The Sliver is good, but then the leap into double starfall. The magical damage is too much for Wing. Lou will survive. He was the one they wanted, and it's Weeha who gets the double kill.
And gem now goes away of Night Stalker. He almost has his axe and the gem complete. This is disastrous for
Weed's hunting
Wing.
the kill. Weed's actually hunting the kill. He walks up the high ground under the T3 tower. He wants Eyesight. The call of silence is there for Misery. The RB throws up by the freeway, but it doesn't matter. Eyesight is already down. They jump forward aggressively. But this will definitely open up and make sure this tier 2 tower goes the way of DC. No denial attempt. Slark not again.
They just did not have enough vision around that area. They needed more options, needed more sentries. They got caught off guard by the Slark last time.
He did this once before. Now he wants Innocence to pounce forward. Doesn't get the leash. So this won't work. He'll Shadow Dance away. That TP aggressively coming outside the base. Faith behind. Very quick on the blink. The arrow actually passing him before the TP was completed.
And another gold lead goes away of DC, just 5,000. But with his axe coming out, I don't think Wings are going to have that much opportunity to make use of their blink daggers to get clean initiations on DC.
It's kind of a nightmare as well for the Keep of the Light.
Yeah.
Like, I know Innocence is a very long way away from having an Aghanim Scepter, but even if he does get one, he'll never have the buff ups just because it's always going to be nighttime.
They need a big mana void in one of these fights, and they have to play carefully. Only 20 seconds left of nighttime. Scan hits red. They know that DC's around. They've been really good with their scans this game.
I'm actually looking for the Ops Ward, D Ward. But because that gem's on the Night Stalker, nothing's going to stay up for Wings. Those clever little wards we saw Wings planting in the earlier games, it doesn't work now. With unobstructed vision from the Night Stalker and the gem, and the only upside is to the fact that the gem True Sight Vision isn't the same as the Aghanims, but they just still see so much. And Wings, they hide next to the Secret Shop right on top of a Radiant Observer Ward. DC know it, but then again, the Sentry Ward just got planted by Wings. They're not even sticking around to do the D Ward. They understand that if they hang around too long, they're going to lose too much. The chicken flies in, it's got a Man's recipe, Eyesight, taken out, Wings, but it doesn't know where to go. They'll actually die. 2 heroes down. They may find more. The Courier will survive back over to the tier 3 tower, but it's Moo who's on the charge. The Yule's on the Batrider. He'll force staff down. Stun his TP. The Yule's already being committed, so there's no extra stun from Moo. Now Shadow, he has to start doing the creep skip. We saw Fear attempt something similar. Just keep that pressure up. Okay, he's not even doing that. He's too fearful.
They want Roach. They wanted DC to push top and then take Roach.
Well, the arrow misses, but Weeha cracks. He finds Blink, the bounce forward. Faith gets the call off. He's still got a decent amount of essence shifted in Faith. The blade mail will protect him. Now lads do. They pull Wee in, but he already triggered the Dark Pack, breaking free the Mana Void. Shadow won't be enough. The swap out of Weeha. Pull back in range of Innocence Mana Link. A 1-for-1 trade-off for now. The Culling Blade ensures the kill. The move, Timber chains forward. There was only 1 tree there for him to work. There's only range of 2 sentries, but the arrow from Resolution connects on Anti-Mage. Will there be enough damage? He'll blink himself out to safety. DC Not that healthy. Again, this Mana Leak being a pain in the butt. But that's why you'll Scepter up. Timber Chain cancels. A very short one anyway, but Misery moves over. No nighttime available. He's also got the gem. Wings, they'll follow this one to the end of the earth. The Spirit's on top. Misery don't know where to go. Stunned up by the Mana Leak. They'll give the gem over to actually no resolution. I thought they might have done a handoff. Doesn't happen. And Moon dying to Wings. The blink. Oh, he gets interrupted. Dual Scepter. He had to take off the burn effect of that flame break up to the trees, but he knows he's dead. Great chase by Wings.
What a flame break right there. Winter was skeptical that they could pull it off.
Well, this still hasn't happened yet. DC is still leading. Even though that graph is going to start to dip down, they were over 8,000 advantage in golden experience.
Oh, I was just talking about the flame break on the Timber Chain. It's a pretty hard one to pull off.
All right, Mando is finally in for Shadow.
That's only during daytime. With daytime and without darkness, they can take pretty good fights, but they just lack so much vision. Finally, they get the gem return from the rightful owner on the Bat Rider.
So he has that good flying vision. Wings, they're attempting this, but it's a little obvious when that Observer Watch from DC.
They have to use darkness though to see Roach, and as soon as darkness pops, they're gonna back out. But is Whis strong enough to take down Roach? I don't think so. Not without a Scotty.
He needs that extra life, but he also used Mill as a punching bag last time they did Roshan. But that reactive armor.
They need Lotus ASAP for the Mana Leak, especially because he's maxed it over Illuminate.
Well, they keep using Yule Scepter to dispel it.
Yeah. It just you're stuck there, right?
Yeah, you can't go anywhere. You can just stay.
Like a Stomp or Charge Up Illuminate, an Axe Call, like any of those spells can catch you out after. With Lotus Orb, you're still free to run around and dodge these AoE spells from Wings.
It's a shame you don't have like what Animage has, take one step, then blink max, and you can avoid the Mana Leak out. Instead it's like Timber Chain and Leap.
So they saw Mirana TP over to the left side, and she was really low on mana, and they might look for this small window to take down Roach.
Well, Resolution has gone all the way back to base because he was low on that mana. But still, does Wings have enough damage? The Animate?
Oh, he has to travel still a long ways for his cooldown.
Well, he can jump down the bottom freeway and push that in. Roshan's not really down that far, only at 9k at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they can do this right now. They have no damage aside from Anti-Mage, but it's only at half HP.
Here comes Misery, and that true sight. It goes inside the pit. They understand what's happening.
They have the
he's looking to jump out, but he actually gets a blink hold over on the Misery. So the jump out, the easy kill. They really want to get that kill. They got it. The Vengeful Spirit trying to swap him out. The Moonlight going to move to enough. The Axe finds the kill. Moves a really good damage over the shotgun, but it's just the last turns over from Wings. They catch out the slot. They get 3 down. No, they can finish what they started. The death of Roshan.
This Observer Ward saw that Night Stalker. That swap just crushed them as 2 heroes got hit by the Earth Splitter. And even Slark got caught by the Echo Stomp, and no chance for him Dark Packing. He got blasted right out of it, and that's going to be a free Roach or Wings. Faith Beyond continues to deliver on its initiation.
As the dream for Wings, if they can keep it going, the Aegis Immortal will give them extra incentives to take more aggressive fights. Instead of Faith just having a fantastic time with 2.4k gold in the bank. His next item choice is just around the corner.
Dire's top tower is under
even BKBs won't really save them from the Wings lineup. Minus armor from another Titan, a lot of physical damage even from Earth Splitter, pure damage from Axe. I'm not really sure how they itemize here. They need to be able to kill the Anti-Mage at some point, though. Right now, like Night Stalker, Crippling Fear, going to be dispelled by the Manta style. Mirana is unreliable, so maybe I would like to see Basher, Echo Save, or Basher Abyssal, something like that, so they can keep him in check.
Well, you got the Basher on Shadow. He just bought it, so looking for his control item next. Sucks up, really big trouble for him. Mana Leak, last 2, they just keep draining him dry, and he will die in the river.
It's a really big problem when Wings can get aggressive during nighttime. They aren't scared anymore.
Radiant's middle tower is under
DC
attack.
definitely are. They just try and keep the split push going. We are down the bottom lane, but Wings, they understand the objectives.
They split push earlier with an Ursa and Slark. This game should be a lot easier with a Mirana in the Slark in case they want to go that route, but Then you have the Sticky Time Bomb and the Anti-Mage, who with Abyssal can easily crush any of DC's cores.
He's so far ahead as well, like sitting at 18,000 net worth. The nearest to him is 12.5k over on the Marana.
Yeah, they went for the break on the Slark. He has a Silver Edge, and that combined with like a double Starfall from Marana can maybe burst him down, but now that he has Aegis, he has no fear.
The advantage for DC is the fact that Ahrix hasn't spent his money, still holding on to 3.7k on the Axe.
I think probably BKB. They don't really have any BKB at this point. Slark, kind of, but he doesn't do any physical damage at the moment. I think just go mass BKB so you can team fight them at will.
Wings systematically taking out towers. They'll see Fate thanks to Misery's vision. They do have a new gem purchased by Moo, so putting the Timber Saw back a little bit. There's Shadow. He's getting caught in the Chakram, but they're perfectly alright.
A bold build coming up from Elder Titan as he swings home to try to pick up the rest of his Dagon.
Okay, hello. He's going to actually be a courier as well. Recalled back in. He brings the BKB of Faith Beyond.
Oh, they're not going to see this coming.
Oh, they are not. At DC, like at least they might be able to see something coming in. What if this arrow can connect, which you won't be able to?
Oh,
or two if you can get the nice stuff close enough, but that's also been a problem. Move, but hey! Chains forward, blinks away.
Shadow's Abyssal Blade is also coming on the chicken. It's at the secret shop right now. Vanguard and Recipe. Wings feeling really good with his Aegis.
This next defense from DC, it has to work. The arrow, 5 seconds over on the Axe. Resolution jumps in. The double Starfall damage, they'll bring down the Axe. So finally getting a small break, but Wings have rotated over the swap, instantly canceling out the lasso. Move! Huge damage! Huddle is gone! Einstein's fight's got him in a moment. Marana blinks forward. They've got the damage. This could be the fight. Bean leaping forward. The BKB breaks back by the 3. Moose still in the neighborhood. Shadow. There's your Abyssal Blade. The Mana Void on the Resolution. Doing heavy work with the Chakram doing more of it. Shadow is burning inside of it. The Aegis Immortal will trigger. Blinkers away on low light. Do they have enough to kill the Anti-Marga once again? They'll blink out. Moose sticks with him. Yule Scepter up. Blink on cooldown in 1 second time. Now in comes Blink himself. Flame Break pushing DC away. This will give Shadow just enough space to escape.
Wow, that could have been so much worse for them. Looks like Batrider was also able to take down Marana in the backline. She was so low after that Mana Void. I don't know if she was the prime target for that. It looked like Moo was pretty low, but in the heat of the moment, it looked like Marana almost killed her entire team.
I think you should still be scared of that Marana at all times, having that passive, like, big damage, chasing everything.
I'll take that.
Weeha's got a lot of money too. Where does he go next with 4.1k gold? Is this the time where, like, does BKB even help the Slark, or does he look for a more controlling and damage dealing item?
I don't know. It's hard to say with the
BKB anyway. You got the Asher.
Basher's better versus the AM, who's causing the most problems, but BKB is like a free kill on Batrider and or Super.
Wings is coming down. They're looking for a kill on Moo. Almost everyone's here apart from the Marana. She does have BTs, but it can only TP the tier 2 tower. Down Connor. 2, 3. Can't get the ball. Hit the Sharks will do the work. Barrel forward with the Abyssal. The arrow. It connects on Shadow. 5 seconds done. The ET splitter. There's not enough damage yet. Misery still tanking through all of this. The Mana Void. He wants Misery dead with the Moonlight Shadow. They don't have the vision at the moment. Moo will go back into the Moonlight Shadow too. Timber chain. 1 second just to bring him back in range of the tower. Unless they want to fight. Arrows off cooldown. Blink forward. The arrow will miss. We are waiting. The ninja out from the trees. Face triggers the blade mail as well as the BKB to pound forward. Getting caught in the back of that. We are explodes the Mana Void. Luckily for the rest of DC, they went in range for it, but the Storm forward from my side can go for the Storm. No real way to get away from this one, especially when he gets the blade down by the Anti-Mage. Boom, can't chain away. He'll Yule Scepter up. The Blink Dagger won't be up cooldown in time, so he just has a suicide when he hits the ground. The Blink goes for more, burning up the Vengeful Spirit with the Firefly.
Okay, it is confirmed. Shadow can bash on command. What was that? Right on the Timber chain, right as Slark was about to escape, and I talked about it, the Basher versus BKB. BKB, you would really love to have it for that fight.
That was the Abyssal as well. That's the thing that does the work for him. That's how you make RNG, actual command. Digital chaos. Well, they had a good defense last time. Wings tried to go high ground. Now they're down a couple of men. The difference about 3k swinging both ways. Arrow hoping to create a little bit of time, but it goes between all of Wings. as they attack into the tier 3 tower, trying to get that one step closer to the Aegis, as now Campbell locked in on the double starfall. The boom is too low. He has buyback available. Not calling bladed out. Slarka, 4 seconds until he's alive. No fortification, arrow doesn't connect, innocent. The horsepower doesn't catch it, the swap out. Slarka again, sacrificing himself just to make sure they can get that double damage out from the Starfall of Resolution. First on, move, Jules up in towards the air. He has a way to get out thanks to Moonlight Shadow. They can play the invis game. Shadow going in very, very deep. Gets the stun over on Misery, but Weeha returns with the bash of his own. And now with a jump out, Resolution leaves the tree line. He is out of mana. He can't get out of this one. He can blink back into the fight just a moment. It's the end, so low. Where's the damage from DC? Move, it's a dive back for him. Shadow's looking for the kill. That's down Weeha. The bash control is dead. Buyback is available for him though, and he'll need to use it. The rest of DC are dying out in front of their own tier 3 tower. Resolution back into the fight with a Culling Blade. Kills off Stalker, giving Wings the pump up they need to go inside. They look for the last 2 and they've got it. It's the slug. Arrow flies in. There'll be a 5-second stun over on Blink. The Wings, they brought down the melee rack. Shadow, Mana Star's out. Weeha has to bounce himself out of this one. Got bashed up, but DC, they will lose their range as well as Wings have done the damage.
Oh my goodness, Anti-Mage is so stacked at this point. Wings' team fight is just incredible at that point. That wasn't even like the biggest mana void that I saw. I thought he was going to cast it on Resolution there, but Spark can't man fight at this point. How does he go toe-to-toe with his Anti-Mage?
Well, I like this from Wing. He needs to create space, and he's looking over towards Faith Bian. He moves up to the side shot. Shadow's here, Weeha, he needs to kill and get the hell out. One more attack, but he has to bail. 23 HP. Now Weeha, he forced the issue too hard. Will he go down? Yes, he will. 90 seconds. The door has been opened by Weeha's aggressiveness, and Wings. It is a landslide as the grass drop. Can DC hold?
This is their darkest hour, and not in a good way, as they have the Night Stalker, but this
Radiant's middle tower is under
it's
attack.
becoming so grim for them. We just desperate to do something to save his team. But now he has no buyback. Wings all assembling down the mid line.
Here they come. Wings. 52 seconds is the window. And they're going to try and break DC's glass. The blink is the lasso! Misery instantly swap back out again. Shadow's in pretty deep, but he'll come over. Sucks already on the sidelines. Misery, now he's being controlled. The Prism Blade is still up. Misery's gone. The Culling Blade, that could be in right now. DC on the ropes. Has Wings. They look towards the mid-rank. Bring down the tier 3 tower. Move, trying to slow it up with a Chakram. Resolution out of arrows and also out of teammates. DC, they have Slark up in 20. They'll have one more opportunity, and that's to defend their tier 3 racks on top.
Radiant's middle barracks have fallen.
There it is. The melee is down. Range rack will follow. Wings. Do they play safe? Do they back it up? No! It's a no! Resolution! Welcome back and goodbye! You have buyback available, and here comes the push. This is the defense now. DC, you either hold or you die. As Wings, they rip down the tier 3 tower. Weeha wants to go out through the back lines and attack. Down the laser. They can't touch it. Weeha ripped apart. The buyback. It won't be enough to get the ball. Wings are your international 2016 champions. Terrific display of Dota. You did enough to crush the group stages, but only losing games to GC in total throughout the entire playoff. One to Techies, one with the punch. And now they topple DC in a 3-1 victory here in K Arena.
Black has to be happy that Anti-Mage is going to be plastered there for a full year.
And we can be as happy as that as Slack's not being on the Aegis. Terrific battle. Big props to Digital Chaos. They